We followed the sound of someone screaming for help deep into the woods, and just as suddenly as it started, it stopped completely, leaving nothing behind but a backpack hanging from a branch and a thank you card signed simply, "Love, Mom." If stories like this keep you up at night, hit subscribe, because to this day, whoever was screaming has never been found. I've always hated being cooped up, and my wife Jackie feels the same way. Being alone in the woods at night is basically heaven for both of us. Nothing crazy like Everest, just the mountains here and the us. Enough to challenge ourselves a little. When life got too stressful, we'd disappear into the woods for a while and let it wash away. This particular hike started like every other one. We planned our route, figured out where we'd camp, mapped out anything dangerous to avoid. Jackie was always the meticulous planner between us. A few hours in, she suddenly stopped, held up a hand, and asked if I'd heard what she just heard. I hadn't, at first. Asked if maybe it was an animal. She said it sounded different. Then I heard it too. Faint but unmistakably a person screaming. We tried following it, and for a while we felt like we were closing in. I still struggle writing about those screams even now. It wasn't just shouting, it was someone pleading, begging for help. While we searched, Jackie kept trying to get a signal to call for help, but cell service that deep in isn't exactly reliable. Every scream made my skin crawl in a way movie screaming never has. This felt real, guttural, full of actual pain. I yelled back constantly, asking for any sign of where they were, but the screaming just continued, no acknowledgement of us at all, like we weren't even there. I told Jackie to run back out and get help while I kept searching. The screaming continued, and I never once became numb to it. Every single one made me want to scream myself. Then, just as abruptly as it had started, it stopped completely. I started shouting myself at that point, half out of my mind, trying to get any response, any confirmation that whoever it was still there. Nothing. Just my own voice echoing back at me. Still searching the area, I found a backpack hanging partially off a tree branch. I couldn't confirm it belonged to whoever had been screaming, but I was clearly somewhere near the source. Inside was a phone charger, a cheap pocket knife, and a generic thank you card, signed simply in cursive, "Love, Mom." I shouted again. Nothing answered. No signs of a struggle anywhere around where I'd found it. It was like that bag had just appeared out of nowhere. Jackie eventually came back with law enforcement. We told them everything, and they genuinely seemed to take it seriously. We left the hike and went home that night, thoroughly rattled. The worst part is that nothing ever came of it. Whoever was screaming was never identified. No new missing person reports matched the area or timeline. They even tried matching the handwriting on that card against mothers of other missing persons cases. No match anywhere. It's a mystery that stayed completely unsolved, and it still bothers both of us all these years later. We barely hike anymore, honestly, because every time we're back in the woods, those screams come right back to me. Nothing has ever cut deeper than that sound. I just hope, whoever it was, they eventually got the help they were so desperately calling for. What that day left me with, more than the fear itself, is how helpless you can feel even when you're doing everything right, following the sound, calling for help, searching without stopping. Some situations simply don't resolve the way you need them to, and living with that unresolved weight is its own kind of ongoing test. If you've ever experienced something in the outdoors that never got a real explanation, I'd genuinely love to hear about it. Drop your story in the comments, because some of the best ones I cover started exactly this way.